This film deals with the interrogatives. We know them as the question words in English. We will know them as the 5 or 6 W's with some H's behind them. Who, what, where, why, when, which, how many, and how much. I'd like you to write these down in your notes right now or on a scratch sheet of paper. As a matter of fact, if you are doing this for a redo for Mr. Gardner's class, you will need one of my handy little blank sheets of paper and write this down on there, on your blank sheet of paper, and then right next to it, write these words as they would be in Spanish. So take time right now to write these words down. See how many you can get with memory, from your memory, and then check your notes for the ones that you couldn't get. Stop the video now and do that. Our first word is who, and the Spanish is quién or quiénes. Notice the Spanish words have accents. Quién is who, and it's only one person. Quiénes is who, and I'm expecting more than one person to be involved in it. What? ¿Qué in Spanish? Notice that que also has an accent over the E. Otherwise, it could mean something else, like that. Where? That's donde in Spanish. Notice that donde also has an accent over the O. Oh, but wait a minute, there's a couple of things we need to add to this. A donde means to where, in the sense of a donde vas? Where are you going to? It involves movement. Donde is static. Donde está mi libro? Where is my book? My book's not moving anyplace. I just want to know where it is. A donde vas? To where are you going? It involves a destination and movement in the sentence. A donde? To where? Notice it is written as one word, and it also has an accent. De donde? De means from. De donde? Where from? De donde eres? Where? And then we have why. ¿Por qué? Notice that por qué is written as two words, and there's an accent over the word que. You can generally tell when to use this because if somebody answers it, they generally answer with por qué, which means because. Notice that por qué, when it is written as because, is written as one word with no accent. When por qué means why, it's written as two words and has an accent. ¿Por qué no vas al cine? Why don't you go to the movies? Porque no tengo dinero. Because I don't have any money. Cuando is our word for when in Spanish. And generally we use that all the time. Notice it has an accent. Cuando generally refers to a day. When we are asking specifically about the time, I prefer another question. ¿A qué hora? Literally, at what time? If you are looking for the exact time an event, a class, or a concert, you'd usually ask, ¿A qué hora? And they'll tell you, a las 7 de la noche, at 7 at night. If you ask, ¿Cuándo es el concierto? When is the concert? They may answer you with, oh, el sábado. It's on Saturday. If you're looking for the time, remember, preferably use the question, ¿A qué hora? ¿Cuál literally means which. Not as witches, like on Halloween, but which of these backpacks is yours? ¿Cuál de estas maletas es la tuya? And we can also ask, ¿cuáles? When I ask with cuáles, I am usually expecting that you will answer me with a number of items, like, ¿cuáles de estas son tus plumas? I expect that many of these pens that are on the desk will be yours. That's why I say cuáles. If I say, ¿cuál pluma en el escritorio es el tuyo? Oh, I'm expecting that only one of all these pens on the desk is yours. ¿Cuál refers to just one item. ¿Cuáles refers to several items. Notice they both have accents. So much for our W words. Now let's take a look at the hows. ¿Cómo? How? We've had this in ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Or ¿Cómo te llamas? Literally, how do you call yourself? Notice that como is written with an accent over the O. All of our question words have accents. How many? ¿Cuántos? ¿Cuántas? Both of these words mean how many. The top one, ¿cuántos?, is a masculine object like ¿cuántos lápices tienes? How many pencils do you have? Lápiz is a masculine word, so we would use cuántos with it. ¿Cuántas plumas tienes? How many pens do you have? Pluma is a feminine word, so we would use cuántas with it. Notice both of these words again have accents. And then we have how much. ¿Cuánto? Written with an accent, or ¿cuánta? Written with an accent. Again, the difference between these two are masculine on the top and feminine on the bottom. All right then. Let's see how much we can practice with these. In your piece of paper, number from 1 to 5, and see if you can fill in these spaces with the proper interrogative words. Stop the film after these questions here and see if you can write them in, and then press play. Stop the film now. Here are some more sentences. Continue numbering from 7 to 10 and go ahead and answer these questions. Always be sure to look at the answers to give you a hint at what would be the question word. Some of these I've written in green because they're new words for you. Stop the tape now and see if you can answer these. Now that you have your answers written down, let's see if we can do this together. On number 1, the answer is, voy el viernes después de la escuela. I'm going on Friday after school. Obviously, he asked, when are you going on vacation? ¿Cuándo vas de vacaciones? He says, wow, something vas. He answers, voy a Cancún. Cancún is a place in Mexico. I'm going to Cancún. Oh, wait a minute, he's asking where. There are several words for where that we have. If you notice in your notes, there are 3. This involves movement, a destination with a. So we will ask a dónde. Where are you going? Notice to where are you going. A dónde vas, notice it's written as one word. The key is voy a Cancún. He says, de veras, oh really? Con, vas. Voy con mis padres, oh with my parents, y mis hermanos with my brothers. Oh, okay, con, he's asking, with whom are you going? And he had con quien, or you could have con quienes vas. You could also have con quien there because this guy doesn't know how many people are going. So he could have asked con quien vas. And of course they both have accents. He says, I'm going with mis padres and mis hermanos. And he asks, van a ser en Cancun. You're going to do in Cancun? Well, he says, vamos a nadar, we're going to swim. Vamos a bucear, we're going to scuba dive. Vamos a broncearnos, we're going to get a tan. Y vamos a visitar mi tío Vicente Fox. Oh, we're going to visit my uncle Vicente Fox. Oh, wait a minute, all of these are activities. He would probably ask, what are you going to do in Cancun? Then he says, oh really, así es tu tío? He could be asking, who is your tío? That would be, ¿quién es tu tío? But we already know that, that's Vicente Fox. Let's see what his answer is. Es de Guanajuato, Mexico. He's from Guanajuato, Mexico. Oh, so he's asking, where is he from? That would be, ¿de dónde? ¿De dónde es tu tío? You can tell because there's a de in both of the question and the answer. And down here on number 5, it says, oh, está Guanajuato. Está en el centro de México. It's in the very center of Mexico. Oh, Guanajuato. He's asking where Guanajuato is. ¿Dónde está Guanajuato? Okay. Van, you're all going, en tren, by train, en avión, by plane, en carro, by car. He answers, vamos por avión. We're going by plane. He's answering, oh, how are you going? ¿Cómo van? And then he says, and cuesta, it costs. ¿Tiene tu familia mucho dinero? Does your family have a lot of money? No tenemos mucho dinero. Pero cuesta $1,000. Oh, he's asking, how much does it cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Here's another question here. Era más barato, inexpensive. El carro es más barato. Oh, the carro. He must be talking about these 3. ¿Cuál es el más barato? Which one of those was the cheapest way to go? ¿Cuál era el más barato? And finally, no cabemos todo en el Prius. We don't all fit in the Prius. That's why they didn't go by car. They went by plane instead, even though it was more expensive. Oh, and ¿por qué? Because that's a good hint that the question is ¿por qué? Why? Why didn't you all fit inside the Prius? Pues mi papá es muy gordo. My dad is really fat. Okay. How many did you get right? Make sure these are down on your paper. And if you missed quite a few of them, then I would stop the tape and throw your little paper in the garbage and watch the video again to see if you can do it again. If you can do these really well, you'll probably do real well on the test. Thanks for watching.